Welcome back to the Morning Dew. This is the Hotspot segment with me, Kelvin Mungai. Now, do remember that you can watch us on Signet at Dissect TV, or you can watch us at dissecttv.com. We are live on our social media pages and on YouTube, where you can also leave us your feedback, and we will be sure to sample some of that feedback towards the end of the show. Now, this is the segment where we get to look at matters arising politically, and as you know, it sometimes tends to be an actual hot spot. And today I am joined on set by two wonderful gentlemen, and they will be telling you all about themselves in a short while. For now though, I would like to thank our sponsors, Regis Premium Water, for sponsoring today's episode of Morning Dew. And that reminds me, gentlemen, in case the temperatures get too high, too hot in here, I have a bottle of water for both of you. Here is yours.
Thank you.
Here is yours.
Thank you so much.
To cool down if we ignite an actual fire. Well, welcome so much to the set. I am honored to have both of you, and I really look forward to getting started with the discussion. But before we do, kindly tell us about you. Let's start with you, sir.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I'm Kelvin Wambogo from Kangema. I am the current spokesperson for Kangema Universities and Colleges Students Association. It's also known as KUSA, as we term it because of easy pronunciation. So I'm also a student at Mary University, and today we shall be making it hot. Thank you.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome so much to the set.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kevin, again for hosting me here. It's always a pleasure to be here. I'm not new. I think I've been as a normal, what do you say, a usual person here. I am Kibudu Kihoro, a resident of Mukuyu, here in Moranga, and a youth of all. So I'm ready to discuss and to engage our youths out there on what politics is concerned. Thank you.
Well, welcome very much once again, Bona Kihoro, to Hotspot. Now, there's a story in the dailies today about the reply that Dr. William Ruto gave to the Azimio la Umoja team yesterday, when he says that since Honorable Raila Odinga came into the government, there has been corruption allegations, you know, the ones about KEMSA, and how they stole millions from the money that was supposed to caution the country against the effects of COVID-19. Now, there are also corruption allegations being leveled against Dr. William Ruto by the Azimio team. So, and the two of them have been, well, Dr. William Ruto has been the deputy president, and Honorable Raila Odinga has been a prime minister. So, looking at the two in all aspects, who would you say has a better track record? Let's start with you, Bona Kelvin.
Okay, to start with me, I would rank Raila Odinga as one of the best leaders that we have in Kenya. I would say that Raila Odinga is one of the leaders that who have a developmental track record in this country. Tracing back to the early times when they were fighting for democracy, they were fighting for multipartyism. From then to becoming the prime minister, you can also look at that track record, the things that he has brought in this country, what he has led to, the development that he has led to this country, he has brought to this country. It cannot be compared to other leaders in this country. So I would say, comparing the track record for Raila Odinga and for William Ruto, despite the fact that William Ruto has been the Minister for Agriculture, Minister for Education, Raila Odinga is far much ahead of him. Yeah.
Bona Kihoro, I see you disagreeing.
Thank you very much, Kevin. I would like to disagree with my good friend, who is saying that Raila Odinga has got a track record. I think Raila Amolo Odinga has got a track record of opposing the government. The man has been opposing the government since time immemorial. And in whatever government he has entered in, or he has found his foot in, my friend, Raila Amolo Odinga has either confused the government or in another way led to dysfunctioning of that government. I'll give you an example. Raila Amolo Odinga was an MP of then Makadara, then the Kibera, the larger Kibera. Raila Amolo Odinga, when he was the MP of Kibera, he never built any toilet in Kibera. It is the Jubilee government that have built the toilets in Kibera. Raila Amolo Odinga, despite being an MP of the largest slum in East Africa, Kibera never improved in any way. Yet he was the Prime Minister as well as the MP of that residential area. So Raila Amolo Odinga, we cannot be told that Raila Amolo Odinga has got a track record. Yes, give it to him. He fought for democracy. But people should not confuse democracy with work, with real work. I usually say this, Kevin, that if that second liberation came during my time, I could have fought for it. Why? If I had the forum and it came during my time. So the second liberation of this country came during the time of Raila Amolo Odinga. And it was not only him who fought for democracy. We had Kina Jimmy Orengo, we had so many Kina Matiba. They were all there fighting for democracy. So you cannot accredit democracy with track record. Yes, he was part of that history. Being part of history, it is because it came during his time.
Yes, Kelvin is restless. But before we get to you, Kelvin, who do you think has a better track record between the two?
Thank you again, Kevin. Comparing Raila Amolo Odinga and William Samoei Ruto, Dr. William Samoei Ruto is far much ahead.
Why?
I think you can trace his track record from when he was an MP, from when he was the Minister of Agriculture. I can give you an example. When William Samoei Ruto was the Minister of Agriculture in the government of Kibaki, there was subsidies of fertilizer from 6,500 to 2,500. Today, because he is out of the government, the fertilizer have gone up to 5,500. The guy understands what to do to lower the subsidies. Again, I can give you, when he was the Minister of Higher Education, we used to get, before you got to university, before my friend got to university, he could have stayed 1 year at home before getting to university. But today, student, after finishing school, you go direct to university. It is him who brought that idea. The guy has got a track record. When he is the deputy president of Jubilee, during the first time, Kenyans, the Jubilee government did marvelous in this country. And that's why, as the people of Kenya, we gave them another mandate to lead us because of the track record they had. They had when he was with Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta was not alone. Again, it is always said, I don't know if this is propaganda or it is the real thing, that during the first term, it was William Ruto who was in charge of the government. Give it to him that there was more than 65% connectivity of power. Roads in this country were done. Water connectivity was done. It was because of his ideas as William Samoei Ruto. So the guys are doing.
Kelvin,
yes.
I see you shifting about your seat because of some things that he said.
Sure.
So right of reply is yours.
I will first reply to his last comment. So William Ruto has been in the government from 2013 until now. Nobody has chased William Ruto out of the government. He chased himself away from the government. That is why he is not even participating in the issues the government should be doing. He started his campaign a long time ago. when you are campaigning, there is no development that you are bringing. Remember, there is development and there is a raising of the economy.
Do the two not go hand in hand?
No. Development is when a leader comes into your sub-county or your ward and will build hospitals, will build schools, but the economy is empowering those people who wale watu ambao wanachangia kwa economy ya nchi. Wale watu ambao wana participate kwa growth ya economy ya nchi. But William Ruto has been campaigning in the name of bringing development, in the name of selling his manifesto on what he will do when he get that position this year. But the usual question that I usually ask myself, those ideas that he have right now, that he says he is going to do when he get the presidency, why can't he approach the president and tell him, these are the ideas that I have. This is what I would like us, this is what I would like the government to do. He is in the government. He has everything that he wants, or everything that it takes for him to deliver to the residents of this country. He has everything. Remember, this country is a democratic country. So if we don't have democracy, we cannot have anything to do with development. The economy can be even worse than people, the Tanga people say that it is right now. Remember, every country or every person, you cannot function without debts. And to have development, you have to try to get that. Lazima ujaribu kuongeza pesa ndio upate pesa ya kutosha kufanya development katika nchi. That is real. Yeah.
Now, Bwana Kihoro, while you're replying to him, to the remarks of Bwana Kelvin, I would want you to also answer this question. Is it possible to bring about development? Is it possible, rather, for the deputy president to fulfill his mandate to the country in that position, the position that he occupies while he is on the campaign road?
Thank you very much, Kevin. I would like to, first of all, try and remove the ignorance in my friend's argument. My friend says that that William Samoei Ruto has been campaigning. He's not telling us that William Ruto have been doing this thing since time immemorial. When the guy was the youth leader for KANU, William Ruto was attending Harambes in this country. Nobody had a problem with that. When William Samoei Ruto was the Minister of Agriculture in Kibaki's government, he was attending Harambes and empowering the young people. Nobody had a problem with that. When William Samoei Ruto was the Minister of Higher Education, he was doing the same. When he was the Deputy President, William Ruto had been going to Mwananchi when he was since 2013. Nobody had a problem with that. But now, because William Samoei Ruto wants the presidency, everybody is saying, oh, William Ruto have been campaigning. Which mandate has William Ruto been given by the President of the Republic of Kenya and declined? The President have been on record. Oh, people should stop politicking. My friend, he should tell us which work or which assignment he has assigned to William Samoei Ruto and William Samoei Ruto have declined. On to whether William Samoei Ruto is supposed to contribute the ideas of the government. I think my friend is pretending to be a visitor in this Jerusalem called Kenya. Everybody knows that William Samoei Ruto, since the handshake 2019, William Samoei Ruto have been out of government. He's in government on paper as the deputy president. But out of that, William Ruto have been sidelined by the government he contributed to form. In this way, the mandate of William Samoei Ruto through the executive order paper
the mandate of William Samoei Ruto, including that of supervising the ministerial work, was given to one super minister called Fred Okengo Matiang'i. So what do you expect William Samoei Ruto to do? To just assign himself an assignment that he has not been given? Remember, the work of the deputy president is to supervise, or is a principal assistant of the president. If the president himself does not want to be assisted, or have rather assigned another individual to do what the deputy president is supposed to do, then who is the deputy president to do that mandate? He's just supposed to relax and do his work, whatever he feels it is good for this country. And remember, people forget so quickly. Remember, Mwai Kibaki was the president of Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi for 9 years. But did Kibaki help Moi to succeed? Not at all. Why? Moi was a dunderhead. Nobody used to tell Moi anything. No, Moi could not listen. But when the guy, the son of Nyeri, took the mantle, I think we saw prosperity in this country. The economy was done, infrastructure was done, education, everything was done because of Mwai Kibaki. He was at the helm. When you have, remember, even in a household or in a family, the head of that family is the father. And if the father takes this position, no matter what the mother says or the children, the father has the final say. So the only problem facing this country, it is at the helm, the presidency. If William Ruto takes the mandate, it will be the case of Mwai Kibaki and Daniel Arap Moi. And just to remind you, another example, in our neighboring country, Tanzania, Magufuli, the late, was a minister in the former regime. He did not help them to succeed. But we saw where Tanzania was left by Magufuli after he took the mantle. So we should not misconcentrate this thing of, oh, who is at the helm. The one who is at the helm matters a lot. And I think the best choice of this country is William Samoei Ruto.
Now, Bona Kelvin,
Yeah.
Are you also of the opinion that the deputy president was kicked out of the government and his duties and responsibilities given to Honorable Fred Matiang'i, which is the reason why Dr. William Ruto has been on the campaign trail?
Okay, to take you back to 2017, after the elections, there was those strikes which was held Monday, on Thursdays, but the president values the peace of the Kenyans, values the peace of the people doing business in Kenya, and because of that, he had to call his long-time enemy so that they can sit down and resolve their conflict to see Kenya in peace. That is where he decided to do the handshake. Nobody chased William Ruto out of the government, as I earlier said. Nobody. He just went away from the government.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for giving me a right of reply. To reply to myself, to my friend who said that the president delegated the work to Fred Matiang'i because the deputy president, who is his principal assistant, had run away from his duties. I think that is false. It is for the boss to decide whoever will mandate to assist him in doing his activities. It is upon his boss. I think, and we all know this, it's because of succession politics. He saw that if William Samoei Ruto continues with the work that he has been given by the constitution, he could have gotten a lot of latitude and space to sell his agenda to the people of this country. So it is for the president to manage his succession politics. In that way, he saw it wise to give some of the activities, and not some, most of the activities, to Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And to say that that William Samoei Ruto, just to remind him that William Samoei Ruto has been on record from 2013
William Samoei Ruto has been doing his activities while going to supervise some of the activities in the ground. He has been to Nyeri. He said, last time it was said that before 2013 to 2017, William Ruto had traversed the entire Mount Kenya region, which is President Uhuru's backyard, more than 50 times. Doing what? Not campaigning, but supervising government projects. If William Samoei Ruto comes, let's say in Murang'a town, empowering the boda guys, William Ruto is not campaigning. William Ruto is trying to raise the standards of those people who have been entrenched in poverty. So William Samoei Ruto, in that way, is continuing with the Jubilee agenda of fighting poverty and raising the standards of mwananchi in this country.
Yes, and while still on the topic of the deputy president, he has now been, he has started consultative meetings on the bottom-up economic model. And he says that he will have sittings with representatives from all the 47 counties in the country. So do you think that this is something that proves that he is ready to better the lives of the Kenyans? Should he clinch the top office on the come the August 9th elections, or is it just another campaign strategy?
Okay, before I reply to that question, let me first reply to my good friend. I remember very well after the handshake, the president stood, it was in June, he said to the leaders in Tanga, he told them, instead of going around the country politicking, why can't you just go back into your constituencies, into your counties, and go do development project there? Instead of going to the whole country, you are doing nothing, just accusing the president of saying that ameungana na yule jamaa wa kule, ameungana na yule jamaa wa kule Lake Victoria. That was not right. He told the deputy president before they came into agreement that the president was to rule for 10 years and the deputy president for other 10 years. That was the initial. Let me finish. That was the initial agreement. That was the initial agreement. But the president was to support William Ruto if he stayed on his lane as the deputy president until the time for politics came. And now this is the time for politics. The Jubilee government has been at work, but William Ruto has been campaigning. He has not been at work, not because his duties were taken from him, but because he ran away from his duties. To answer the question that you've just asked.
Just before he answers the question.
No, let him answer the question.
Let me finish. Then, you said I have enough credit. Let me finish. So the bottom-up economic model, generally, as you may look at it, is a good model as at how they are explaining it. But for a developing country like Kenya, I think it will be very hard. It will be very hard for William Ruto, if he gets that position, of which he may not get the position. It will be hard for him. One reason is Kenya is a third world country, meaning that it is developing. And for a country that is developing, that means that the country is incorporating much technology as the world develops. William Ruto is saying that he is going to empower those small entrepreneurs, those mama mboga, those watu boda. Let me ask you this one question. If let me take an example of my mother. If she is empowered na apate pesa mingi kuniliko, whereas I've done a course that I am aiming to get much money, that means I will have to abandon my course and go and sell cabbages in the market. What does that mean? That means that the technology that we are aiming to achieve in this country, we shall have tutakuwa tumeitupilia mbali. The country will be stagnant.
Well,
the country will not be developing.
That is an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
And it's something that I believe Borakehoro will have a lot to say about.
Because I have not seen the deputy president support any graduate that in innovation. I've never seen.
Well,
but the president has been working too hard to see our graduates, to see those people who have done technology courses, to see those people who have innovation minds come to discovery.
Give an example of that.
Okay, like Konza City. Konza City is a technological city. The president have been investing so much to see that Konza City has developed. That is technology. That proves that if the president leaves that seat to a person who has the same mind as his, it means that the country will be a first world country very soon.
Yeah, thank you, Bora Kelvin. Borakehoro.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for giving me.
Yes, and in your right of reply, sorry to interrupt you, kindly answer this question also about the meetings, the consultative meetings that the deputy president is holding, and is this a campaign strategy, or is it something that proves that he is intent on bettering the lives of the Kenyans?
I'll start with the question that you have just asked, whether the deputy president campaign consultative meetings are just a campaign strategy, or they are just, or they will help Kenyans. I'd like to say this, that we in the Hustler Nation has got the strategy, the formula on how to tackle the economy. Our friends, on the other hand, are rudderless, clueless. They don't have anything. All they are saying is that, oh, bottom up cannot work. Oh, they don't have any strategy to tackle. And I would like Kenyans to hear this, that these people don't have any formula to tackle the problems bedeviling this country. All he's saying, my friend here, is that, oh, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta is building a Konza City. How many youths are benefiting from the Konza City? They are just investors, brokers, but economic brokers who are benefiting from the Konza City. But where is the normal, the usual youth who tarmacs every day to look for a job? He's nowhere. Because these people don't have any formula to tackle the economy of this country. And just to reply to him, he said that William Samoei Ruto have been empowering the mama mbogas, the boda guys, just because and he's not doing so to graduates. I would like to tell him like this: the mama mbogas and the boda guys are as important as graduates.
I didn't say they are not important.
And those people, my friend, give me the airtime to reply to you. You see, the problem with these people is that they are hecklers.
No, we ain't hecklers. The thing is,
if we all talk, then we will not be able to get the point across to the people who are watching us. So in a minute, I'll be giving you the right of reply. Borakehoro, in a minute, please, kindly sum up in a brief minute.
I think you are limiting my time, Bona Kevin, and you gave this guy a lot of airtime. So you should give me as much as airtime as that. I was saying like this, that this guy is saying that the mama mbogas and the boda guys are not important as the graduates. I would like to tell him like this, that those people who are in the boda sector, those people, those mama mbogas, they never had an opportunity to go to university. And that's why William Samoei Ruto's government will create an enabling environment, not only for them, but also for everyone in this country to flourish. If he sees that the mama mboga is earning more than him as a graduate, I think he should wear an apron and go cut the mbogas. It is, we are saying, our slogan is kazi ni kazi, that no matter the type of work you do, that work is supposed to
And just finalizing, I would like to say this, that the president is a man of inconsistency.
Well, let me give you some time to take a sip of water, gentlemen. But when we do come back, we'll start off with you, and then you get to finish your point. I really do aim to be impartial. So after this short break, Bora Kihoro will be telling us more. In the interest of fairness, there is a point that you had not finished before we went on break.
Thank you very much, Kelvin. I was just saying that before you cut me, that the president of this republic, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, he is a master of inconsistency. I think he's on record saying in 2019 that the handshake does not have anything to do with the 2022 election. What are we seeing now? The president is going against the words he said in 2019. The same president who the other day is telling the youths that, look, I want to show you the journey, the way to walk in politics, because you are the future of this country. The same president said in 2017 that if you appoint the youths, they will steal, and that's why I opt to appoint a 92-old Mzee Mudi Awori to guard the funds of the youth. The same president who came in this region told his people that, look, do not bring nonsense to me. I'm the president of this republic, of the whole republic. The same president is going back to his backyard to tell the people, look, I want to leave this country to a person who will look after your needs. A master of double speak. He never does what he says, and he never says what he will do. That's the president, unfortunately, will happen to lead this country.
So, I will first reply to your point, your last point. You know, William Ruto, if the president is the master of double points, William Ruto is a master. He is an expert. Why? Because when you listen to William Ruto, like 2020, 2021, William Ruto has been praising the government he has been in from 2013 until now. But on the other side, he says that the government which he was elected in by the people of this Republic of Kenya, he says that the government has failed to deliver what they promised to the people. Who promised? The deputy president was even quoted promising the people of this country heaven. But did he deliver? He has never delivered anything. The project that the deputy president has been starting, there is no single project that has been continuing until now. Let me finish. On the issue of Mama Mboga and the Boda guys, I respect those guys. I highly respect them. But let me ask this question. If everybody turns to be a Mama Mboga, if everybody turns to be a Boda guy, who is going to feed the other? Who? They cannot feed among themselves. If everyone is a Boda guy, if everyone is a Mama Mboga, who will buy the cabbages? Who will buy the sukuma wiki? Who will enjoy the services of the Boda guy? No one, because everyone has turned out to be a Boda guy. I highly respect those guys. I highly respect them.
Yes.
Just a quick reply.
Before you reply, kindly consider this. Is the double talk that both of you are talking about part of a politician's character?
Thank you very much, Bwana Kelvin. Just to reply to what my friend is saying, I think my friend seems not to understand the basics of leadership in this country. That if I'm your principal assistant, for instance, I'm running as your deputy president, I'll go selling my ideas to the people of this country so that they can elect me. It is upon the boss
to either implement them or decline them. And President Uhuru Kenyatta have declined to implement the ideas of William Samoei Ruto. Why? He seems not to understand what is happening in the ground. And he sees that if he implements whatever his deputy said, then the deputy will carry that value. I think Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta is the one who have failed this country. Reason being, you don't just say that every project that William Samoei Ruto starts is not accomplished. Yes, it can be so, but who is supposed to accomplish that project? Remember, we started by saying that the deputy president is the principal assistant. He cannot allocate himself funds. He cannot command the ministers. Who does so? It is the president. It is the president who does so. So it is not logic to say that, oh, William Samoei Ruto, no, blame the head of the Jubilee government. And just to say that, William Samoei Ruto is not going out there to the ground giving everyone boda or giving everyone money to start as mama mbogas. Whatever he's saying is this, and I want my friend to listen, because we in the Hustler Nation understands this better than those who are peddling the propaganda. William Samoei Ruto, what he's saying is that that no matter the type of job you do, Mr. Kelvin, that if you wash the vehicles, you work in car wash, he will empower you because you understand the basic of the car wash. He will empower you to buy the car wash machines so that you can start your own car wash facility. In that way, you will employ those who don't have the skills or who don't have the experience of working in car washes. The William Samoei Ruto is saying that if you work as mama mbogas, and my friend may not be aware of this. I once hawked Bwana Kelvin, and you end up lending money from Shyrocks so that you can invest in hawking or doing the mama mboga thing. That you have to fuliza the 500 shillings, and after doing the fuliza of 500 shillings, I think you remain with 450. You go buy the stock, you come sell, then after selling, you pay the Shylock. What William Samoei Ruto is saying is this, that the government, his government, will empower you. Instead of going lending from Shylocks, you shall lend from the government. The same government that will create an enabling environment for farmers to ensure that the subsidies, there is subsidies of fertilizer, the fertilizers goes down so that they can produce their commodities using the limited cost as possible. When the mama mboga buys from them, he will just be required to pay like 100 shillings a day or 100 shillings in a week to the government with minimal interest. In that way, the mama mboga will be able to succeed economically. And in that way, the government will get taxes from the mama mbogas. Mama mbogas of today don't pay taxes.
So that is basically you're talking about the bottoms up economic model.
All about the bottoms up economic model.
Yeah, well, all good things must come to an end, and that is unfortunately all the time that we had for Hotspot today. But well, we will be continuing with this conversation off camera over another bottle of Regis Premium Drinking Water. Wairu Momogo will be coming up after this short break to talk about animal health. This has been Hotspot. I have been Kelvin Mungai, and this is Mr. Kihoro and Mr. Kelvin. Unfortunately, we are absolutely out of time. We really are out of time. I have to end this.
Before we close, not a political comment.
In 5 seconds.
In 5 seconds.
I think my director can give us 5 seconds.
So I just want to send a message of condolences to the family of our late MP, Honorable Tyrus Nyingi Ngaho. May God be with you. I also lost some good friends, relatives. Honorable Peter Karanja lost his father, and John Kamau, also known as Lieutenant Green, lost his father. may God be with you this hard time, and tuko pamoja.
Yes, and our condolences as well as the us as the Daisak Media Services, we do extend our condolences to the families. We'll see you after the short break.